All right, so welcome to the FROWS podcast. It's nice to have you on our podcast show today.
Thank you.
hmm And today's podcast will be talking about life in general.
Okay.
Yeah, the first day I met you and I gave you the invite to the podcast show, I thought possibly there's something we could talk about. And over times, I realized you've been posting some stuff about your business, right?
Yes.
You own a business,
Yes, please.
okay, your personal business.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's good. And how has life been for you owning a business? Because you look young.
It's not been easy, but it's just the favor of God. That's what I would say.
Okay, that have gotten you to this far.
Yes. Hard work, then planning, so the favor of God.
Okay,
That's what I would say.
that's good. That's good. But then are you student as well?
No, I completed last 2 years.
Last 2 years.
That's SS.
ISS.
Yes.
Okay, are you open to go to higher institution?
Yeah, I wanted to work first, then move back to school.
Okay, that's good. Are you married?
No, please.
You're not married. Okay. All right. So how is life for an average Ghanaian lady in Ghana? How is life in general? Not about you now.
Okay.
How is life in general from your own perspective? How is life in general for young girls or young ladies in Ghana?
Let me say, we are going through a lot.
In Ghana,
Yes, we ladies, let me talk about a young lady starting up a life.
okay,
And as a lady, most of the ladies depend on men these days.
okay,
Most of it, yes. But they think without a man they can't cope. Like they can't be whom they want to be for we the young ones. So they start life. They have to have a boyfriend and depend on him to,
to be able
to
to
take,
have certain things in
yes,
life.
yes.
And why do you think a young lady in Ghana would hope that having a boyfriend or
Not all of us, that's what I would say.
okay,
Because a woman, let's say a girl who is willing to be successful, focus.
would definitely be focused and do
Yes,
what it takes to be successful.
yes.
And what if the woman is trying to do what it takes to be successful, and also having a man in her life is part of what she feels it takes to be successful? Would you see that as wrong?
It's not wrong, but that's why I'm saying not all of us.
Not all the ladies
I'm
in
in a
Ghana.
relationship,
Okay,
yes, but I'm working.
and you're working.
It's not everything. I won't depend on my man.
Okay,
Maybe he goes out, he gets something, or he sees something
okay,
that, this will fit my girlfriend. Why don't I buy for him?
okay,
I don't ask, like, always demanding, baby, I need pomade or cream, let's say cream, petty things. You are not supposed to ask him.
okay.
You are to work.
As a
I
lady.
started in a very young age when I started working. I was very young. I didn't depend on my parents. Even my parents, I wasn't depending on them. I was me. I was being myself. It's all about me. So why don't I do something for myself?
Okay.
Yes.
At what age are you talking about here?
Let's say at the age of 12.
You started working at the age of 12.
No, yeah, 13.
13.
13 years.
Okay. Where were your parents there?
They were there.
Okay.
My dad was like, I should stop. Why you work? Why are you going to stress yourself at this age? But I didn't listen to him.
Why didn't you listen to him? Do you feel that he does not have enough to give to you? Is that why you're doing that for yourself? Or you just wanted to be a strong person?
I wanted to work,
You wanted to be a
be a
strong
strong
person.
person. I know definitely to get to a time, life will be about me.
Okay.
So why don't I start now?
Okay.
Yes. So I was schooling at the same time working.
Okay.
I started my first work. I was working with my dad. That was after JHS.
Okay.
I worked with him. He's an herbalist.
Okay.
So I was a secretary in
Okay.
his place,
Okay.
at his place, sorry to say.
That's fine.
So I was being paid, but I stopped because my school time was closed, so I have to prepare for school.
Okay.
I went to school. I came back. I was being fired.
By him?
Yes.
Because you're not concentrating at school.
So during the lockdown, I was like, no, I can't be home just like that. I have to do something. So I started going around writing application.
For work?
Yes.
At what age would that be?
I was 17.
Okay. And what kind of work were you writing applications for?
Cashier.
Okay, all right. That's more like it. That's more like it.
So I got a job that from the help of her best friend.
Okay.
She's called Ilham.
Okay.
Her uncle was owning a company
Okay.
called Bashok.
Okay.
Yes.
What are they into?
They are into ties, car
Okay.
alignment. They do alignment,
Okay.
balancing, tie change and all that. So I was a cashier there.
Okay.
So I did that work for. I think they helped me a lot.
Okay.
I was working, being paid. I was happy. I was really enjoying myself.
Okay. And you didn't take this decision because you feel like Ghana is difficult.
No,
You took that initiative because you
because
felt
I wanted to be.
it's something you feel a
Yes.
woman should be able to do.
Yes.
You feel a woman should be able to be strong. You feel a woman should be able to have what it takes to be a woman, and so that when you get to that age and adulthood, you don't have to depend on anyone. And then what about your mom? Was your mom there too in your life?
Yeah.
Your mom was there in your life as well. So you're living with your parents. That's wonderful. Okay, are you looking up to getting married someday?
Of course.
Of course.
Every woman has to get married. Not some people think they won't because they don't want to.
Okay.
But in our culture, every woman is supposed to have a get married.
Okay, if you say
That's how
you think.
yes, that's how I think. Maybe someone out there would think I'm not right. But what I have learned is that every woman has to get married
Someday. Okay, so are you projecting yourself to going back to high institution sometime in life, going back to university sometime in life before you get married?
I would definitely go. Even if I marry before I go, I will.
But you know, there are a lot of ladies have said that men sometimes lure them into marriage and says, "Oh, don't worry, when we marry, you still go back to school," and then they end up start having kids, and then the man says, "Oh, you already have like 2 kids. Who's going to look after them? Just be here. I'm taking care of you. Forget about your career." What do you say to that?
It's all about planning.
It's all about planning. So you
Yes.
believe in planning. And what if this man does not agree with your plans?
You have your ways to make him agree.
And remember, he has his ways too. What if his ways overpowers yours?
You have to convince him.
And what if he's able to convince you more? We're talking about willpower here.
Yes, I know. But I made him understand that I would definitely go to school.
Before you get married,
Yes, or after marriage.
then you go back to school.
If I don't go back to school and
You found yourself in a circumstance where you got married.
I'll make sure my kids go to school.
Okay, so
end up
you have options here. If the high institution does not
doesn't,
work for you,
yes.
then you make sure your kids have what it takes to get to school before they get married someday in life. And what if you have this second option because of who your boyfriend is to you? Maybe there's something you feel it does not need to be treated that way. You have to do what it takes to also make him happy. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say? What if you feel that, okay, in your own desire, you wish to go to school before you get married. But if in case you get married and you're unable to go to school, now you want to push that love that future you are unable to experience with university life, you would like to push that on your kids.
Yes.
And you want to push that on your kids because of the purpose of your marriage, right? Are you saying that because you love this person you are in a relationship with, or you think that's what every woman should do?
To marriage, you are married. Let's say the man is the head of the family.
Okay.
And you discuss this with him.
Okay.
And he's like, no, watch over my kids. You try, you convince him, but he still doesn't
Understand why you want to go to school when the kids are already
what
there
will you
now.
do?
You would have to just respect his opinion.
Yes.
As an African
To keep
woman.
peace.
Yeah, as an African woman, to keep
Because
peace.
if you go to school, it will be like you've disobeyed him. And that will bring conflicts. So to avoid that, you have to obey him. But if he says yes.
Are you a Christian?
Yes, but I love Islam.
You love Islam. So you are love. You understand what love is.
Yes.
As a Christian, you love Islam. Is your boyfriend a Muslim? Her boyfriend is a Muslim. That's beautiful. Because the way you give the direct answer, yeah, but I love Islam. That's wonderful. What does Christian means to you?
It means a lot.
Can you
Actually, my family, my dad is an Adventist.
Okay.
Yes. My mom too. My mom married my dad. My mom was a Pentecost. She was attending Pentecost.
Okay.
But when she met my dad, he went into Adventist.
Okay.
So
she converted for your dad.
Yes,
for love.
Yes. So if I also marry a Muslim.
If you also met somebody who truly loves you and respects you.
Yes.
And takes good care of your heart, that person deserves the right to also be treated the way he should be treated.
Yes,
in respect, right?
Yes.
And that is what Christianity is all about. To show love, never to deviate, never to discriminate, never to judge,
Yes.
right? That's what Christianity is all about. And that's what it should be, right? That's your understanding.
Yes.
Or do you have any understanding about being a Christian?
No.
You feel Christians should be loved.
Yes.
You love your neighbors as yourself. It does not matter where this person comes from.
And don't judge.
And never
I don't
judge. You don't judge people. That means you go for the heart. When someone's heart is good, you love them for who they are.
Yes.
Even if they are Buddhist. Even if they are Buddhist.
Even if they are Buddhist. He can also change.
The person can also
if
change.
If he also love you the way you do.
Okay, that means you're saying if a Buddhist person, let's say a Buddhist lady met a Christian man, she could also change for that Christian.
Yes.
It's not about the religion there, it's about the heart. She found where someone can really take good care of her heart. So she felt like she needs to be there.
Yes.
And talking about mental state of her mind, the mental state of her mind, a lot of people have said, or felt that, getting married outside your religion, it could be a little bit chaos because you would have to change to Islam, right?
Yes.
And have you got into that aspect where you guys have talked about it, that you have to change to an Islam?
Yes.
And you agree?
Yes.
You're doing it for love?
No. My friend, my best friend in school.
Who is a lady?
She's a lady.
Okay.
She was a Muslim.
Okay.
She made me love Islam.
Okay.
Because of how she handled herself and how they pray all the time. Yes.
Okay.
Before meeting him.
Before even meeting.
So I even loved Islam before meeting.
You understood Islam before meeting this person who is in your life right now. So he's not the one influencing you to embrace Islam.
No.
You understood Islam.
Yes.
You loved Islam. And as a Christian, to love your neighbors it's something very important in life as well, right? And his family in accordance with you? Are you sure?
Yes.
Well, no, we have that in Africa whereby the family go like, hey, Christian.
My family, my parents are, and they are not in supporting it, but I hope one day.
You hope one day they will. So what would you say? Do you think a lady should rather listen to her heart or listen to her parent when they find themselves in these circumstances?
The parents have to understand
Their kids.
their kids, because they are the ones going into it.
Okay.
What if you disagree with it, and meet another person?
Who is a Christian?
Yes.
And that person
And
messes
you
you
get
off.
married to the person. They accept and you get married. And you are not happy. That means you married for your parent.
But when you go in for your heart,
yes, you'll
And-
be happy.
and what if sometime, which do happen in every relationship or marriages as well, what if you get to that lupus in your marriage and you want to try to communicate it with your mom, and your mom says, well, you took yourself there. How would you handle that?
They won't say that.
You feel
I
so?
hope so.
You hope they don't say that.
Yes.
Okay.
Because
Because they are Christian, and they are and they as a Christian, you just said Christian is love, and your parents are Christians. So even if you've taken your own decisions,
they have to accept.
they have to accept, because Christianity is love. They have to accept you.
Yes.
They have to embrace you.
Yes.
They have to bring you back home. They have to
Because-
nurture you. They have to talk to you, and they have to help you to be happy there, not to talk you out of it.
Yes.
That is not what Christianity is, right? Because Christianity is love.
Yes.
And if we understand what love is, love does not discriminate. If you say you have love, then you don't judge people by tribe or by religion, right? You respect people
Yes.
for whatever they believe in.
You just have to respect.
You just have to respect people's opinion for whatever they believe in. You just have to respect however people communicate through their God. You just need to respect that.
It's the same God.
It's the same God, right?
So we don't have to judge.
So we don't have to judge.
He has to judge.
God has to judge by our own understanding. Yeah, God has to judge by our own understanding. If I understood that reaching God is through Jesus, He has to understand me. If I have to communicate to God
Through Allah.
through Prophet Muhammad,
Yes.
God
It's
have
the
to
same.
understand him, to understand me. That's wonderful. I think I like your perception about Christianity there and religious ethics there. But do you go to church? You don't go to church anymore. You have already deviated already. You are not married yet, though. And you're already deviating. You are not married yet. You're already deviating.
No, I will go.
You will go.
I go.
When was last time? When was last time you went to church?
First.
31st people. Only 31st night. To usher yourself into the new year. That's wonderful. But has your boyfriend ever been to church with you?
No.
No. Have you ever been to mosque with him?
No.
No. But he prays at home.
Yes.
And you also pray at home.
Yes.
But don't you think that it's still okay, even if you're a Christian and you found love with this person who understood his own religion in another way, that is still very okay when you guys have accordance in things, do things together, like visit mosques together, and also he could also visit church with you sometime together, because he needs to understand your culture very well.
Yes.
Because Christianity is a culture, not just a religion. Just as Islamic is a culture as well, not just a religion. Do you understand me? You found love with this person. I understand you. It's beautiful to have love with people. And it's nice that you found somebody that respects you, that treats you like a lady, and that loves you, and that take good care of your heart. Because I believe that as a lady, you take care of yourself. So I wouldn't say he's taking care of you. You take care of yourself. But he is taking care of your heart. That's why you stood there in that relationship, because you found love.
Yes.
But it's very important that in a relationship that the both of you try your possible best to have things in common, to share interest. That is where the togetherness come in.
We do, but for the church,
For the church and the mosques, you guys, that one should go
Yeah.
and sit down one place first.
yes.
You should go and sit down one place.
No, we. There is time for everything.
Everything.
So we are planning of that, but not now.
You're planning after
No, but we will go. We will
you go to church. Okay, and you will go to mosques as well. Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's all about.
It's all about planning and time.
Yes.
And time. Okay, I respect you. But in my own opinion, if a Christian lady, vice versa, a Christian lady or an Islamic lady meets a Christian man or a Christian lady meet an Islamic man and they found love. I think it's beautiful when the both of them can learn about each other's culture. And what am I talking about culture? Not just your traditions, but culture coming into the church. Like, today there's a program at church whereby it's good for him to know how they do things in church.
Church. Okay.
And it's good for you to know how they do things in mosques.
So I think we have to add up to it.
Yeah, you have to add up to your relationship. It's going to help you. It's going to go far with you that has found love. Because I look at you and I can sense unity in your relationship. I sense you're a lady that understood what love and life is all about. And when you understand what love and life is all about, you can take these little details out of it, the spiritual aspect of it. Because your spiritual aspect of relationship is what would guarantee how far that relationship or that marriage is going to go, by having the fear of God. When you have love and you don't have the fear of God, anything is born to happen in that relationship.
We have fear in God.
Yeah,
Yes, and it's all about we not visiting churches, but
So how do you see
we
church and
pray.
mosques then?
Mosques and church.
So how do you see it? Do you just see it as a
It's a
building?
big difference.
Okay. Do you see it as a building?
Big difference.
A big difference, right? Okay, not individual ethics.
Okay.
I'm talking about the spiritual aspect of it. You said you worship and do things at home, right? Okay. So do you feel like going to church or mosque is not really necessary because you are doing this at home?
It's necessary.
It's necessary.
Before you have to go to the mosques.
Okay.
Then
Do you know how to do ablution?
I'm learning.
You're learning. How long have you been in a relationship with your boyfriend?
It's almost getting to 1 year.
A
It's
year?
1 year.
It's 1 year already.
Yes.
I think you should know how to do.
Oh, I'm trying.
You're trying. I think you should. If you don't want to go to church for now,
I'm going to church.
You're going
I've
to-
been going to church.
you'll be going to church.
But my business, I'm always at work.
Okay.
Let's say from Monday to Sunday.
And you own your business, or you work for
Yes.
somebody.
No.
You own your business. Wow. See, we're talking to a CEO here today. CEO. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. But I think you should do more to learn more about his culture. I think you should do more to learn about his culture. I think you should do more to support his culture. Since it's something you want to do and you find joy and pleasure in doing it, I think you should spend more time in doing it because your spiritual life is very important. Okay? So if you know that is where your heart is really is, and that is where your heart is leading you to, and you find a completion there, I think you should do it properly. Yeah, you should do it properly. So you doing it, it will add bonus to your relationship when he sees that you're even doing it more than he does it. So that would also help him to cohabitate what he is supposed to be teaching you, but you rather are the one
learning it.
teaching
Teaching him.
by you doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how men learn. Men don't learn by being told of what to do. Men learn by seeing what others do. That's how men learn.
Okay.
And especially in your relationship. Whatever you want your man to be for you, you do first. It's just like you want a man to treat you well. You treat yourself well first. So he sees. He knows, wow, this is a lady. She takes good care of herself. She looks after herself. Whenever she's going out for a lunch or a dinner, she goes to nice, beautiful places. So the man will sit right, knowing this is how this lady is. This is how she must be treated. Do you agree with me on that one?
Yes.
And have you been doing that for yourself?
Actually, I've been going out, but I go out with one person. That's my friend.
Okay.
She's in school.
Okay.
But when she comes, we go out, be in a place, and then we are cool.
That's wonderful.
Sometimes we take pictures, and
That's wonderful.
so he knows I don't just go out
That's
just
wonderful.
like that.
That's wonderful. That's beautiful.
But I've never been to a club.
You've not been to a club? Okay, because your boyfriend don't go to club, of course.
Not that I don't want to go.
You don't want to go to club. Okay. So now, talking about life in general, as a lady that with a business in Ghana, how do you think a lady, because it's difficult to start a new business.
It's nice.
It's not easy for that one. There, she's speaking out. It's not easy to own a business and start a business in Ghana. So what encourages you? What gave you that urge to to own a business and understood what business is as young as you are?
What I can say is I wasn't ready to start up my business. I was not ready.
You were not ready.
But someone advised me
Okay.
to be in it.
To start it.
Yes. So it's about planning.
Okay.
Why don't I start with cosmetics first? I have other plans, but I wanted to start with that.
Okay.
So I got a shop, then put in stuffs. I was
Okay.
being helped.
Okay.
Yes. Then
Of course, we
Yes.
all, everyone,
Yes.
yeah, of course. That's life.
So we did it. Then starting wasn't easy because I have to research about what I was being like, what I have started.
Okay.
So
So you were gathering information,
yes,
knowledge.
I go somewhere, then ask about it. Someone won't be, comfortable telling you how she started. No, you won't get it easy. But you smiling, you have to let the person know. Maybe you have also started yours, but it's not close to her. It's far away. So how did you start? Before
Okay.
the person
We
will
now
tell
open up
you.
to you
Yes.
before you come and take all the
Because,
customers
yeah,
away.
the person is scared to lose his customers.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, these are the things you need to get to start.
To start.
So, we can't just go in for anything,
Okay.
else you lose.
Yeah.
So, you have to start with this, then you be penning it down.
And to
Do research
to do
about-
research as
about
well.
it.
So you're talking about knowledge here.
Yes.
Knowledge. You just don't start a business because you feel your friend is making money from that business that you don't even know anything about, and you feel like you want to start it as well.
Yes.
But you should take your time and do research, right, on that
Yes.
business
Yes.
before you embark on it, because a business could be a long journey.
And getting a business, like starting up a business, is not just anywhere.
You also need to look for a location that is good for
Yes.
that your business that you're about to start. So if you're talking about having a business here, although people may come in your life, because like even the Bible said that heaven help those that help themselves. So even if someone would come into your life later to be of a helping hand to you, like an angel from God to you, how much do you think a lady should have in Ghana before starting a business, and what kind of business can that money, start for a lady, a young lady in
You are
Ghana?
talking of the amount.
Yeah.
Okay. You see, some ladies do online business.
Okay.
Someone won't go for a shop, won't prefer a shop. They'll rather get the staffs, post them online, then start up. That's how some people start their business.
Okay.
Others will prefer to get their shop, get that things in. So that price, that amount is different.
It's different.
So if you talk of a business, let me talk of how much
Or student. Can we talk for youths here? Because a youth who is a student should not be thinking about shop.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Probably online.
So as a student, I studied leather work. I'm a visual art student.
Okay.
I did leather work.
Okay.
I love to do leather work.
Okay.
I remember when I was making handbag,
Wow.
then slippers.
Wow.
Yes, files, folders. So my mindset was, after school, I have to gather money, get help from my teacher, then move into leather work.
Okay.
But how? It wasn't easy. It's all about money.
It's all about money.
Yeah, so I was like, even you getting the leather, making them, posting, not all of them. You see, Ghanaians, some of the Ghanaians don't value leather products. You see, they want nice things, but leather,
It's original, but they
Yes.
want nice things
Yes.
that may not even last, but they just want it to look flashy. But the leather is not flashy, but it will last.
Yes.
Okay.
So why don't you just put that aside?
And go for something that is flashy to people,
Yes.
because after all, it's a business.
Yes.
So go for something that is flashy, that will move faster, that people will come and say, they want, they want, they want. Although you know that
not
this is not good. Yet, you just want to make money from it. You see now, a businessman is laughing. Because you know what is good for them, but you realize they want what is flashy, what is beautiful. So you just give that to them, because after all, it's a business.
Yes.
Would you agree that in business we manipulate clients? You would agree to that? Is that good?
It's not good, but what will you do?
That's business.
It's business.
It's business. Would you say that a student who is in a university can have a business outside?
Yes, you can.
You think it's okay? Really? Okay.
Let's say my business is improving. I can get someone to watch over, go to school.
So that's a student who still owns the
Yes.
business. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. It's really nice to have you here at the first podcast today.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed the conversation with you. I would love to talk to you more, but I notice you're a bit, it's a podcast. Yeah, you can speak your mind, and speaking the truth,
Yes.
truth there, it helps those that are out there. So to learn from the truth you are speaking. That's why we don't talk on this show by script. We speak from our mind
Yeah.
and from our life experiences, so that those out there can also learn from us and at least pick something that are quality, that are not being faked or fabricated to them. Do you understand that now? So what message do you have for youth out there? Any message at all?
They shouldn't lose hope.
Okay.
You see, in life, you have a lot of downfalls. People will talk bad about you. They shouldn't listen to people. Just focus. Yes.
People should be themselves.
They should be themselves. Don't fake. Be yourself. If you don't like going out, don't like going to parties, why will you go? Don't let a friend influence you. Do what you think is right. And myself, I don't fake. If you know me, you know me.
What message do you have for Christian mothers out there that their daughter or their sons, so you can just see their children, found love at the other side of religion? What message do you have for them? And then you can intertwine that with your parents as well and say something like within 2 minutes.
If only the man is supportive, calm, and
Can you speak louder?
matured.
Mhm.
The man is supportive, good, like calm, humble, I'll say, and really supportive, and also really loving. Why not? You see, some men just going for a lady. Let me take this to the ladies. If a man really likes you, the man will be in a haste to see your parent. But if he is not interested, meeting your parent is going to be very difficult for him. I once dated a guy. He never met my parents. He doesn't even know where I live. But I know his whereabouts. Can you imagine? Is this man going to last with you? No. So, meeting a guy and he's matured, you know that this man is matured. He wants to, even though you are a small girl, like you're
a young lady.
You are young. He wants you to have this maturity. Why don't you go for it?
And there are a lot of parents who...
Yeah, the parents, they have to understand. They have to think about the happiness of the kids. My child is happy.
It does not matter where the man comes from. If he's a Muslim or a Buddhist or a Christian.
Most of the time, the religion, they always talk about the religion. Christians are supposed to marry Christians. And let's talk of the country, the religion. Asantini has to marry
Asantini, ever cannot marry.
It's not. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay,
That's what I would say.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because Ghanaians are now Ghanaians ladies are now getting married to the Americans.
That one they will not talk.
That one they won't talk.
American visa is involved now.
They won't talk. So why can't you get married to
To your African person,
Yes.
although he's from a different
Yes.
religion. So,
And
parent,
even the whites that we don't know much?
not much. You don't even know anything
Yes,
about them.
You allowed your kids to go with them. What if something happened? You won't know. They are far from you. All you hear is hello, hello. What if your child is going through a lot there? You won't know. But
It is what it
getting
is.
married here, then moving out abroad is better because you know them. They are Ghanaians and they've traveled, so that's okay.
Okay, so you say the truth right now. You want to talk to the parents.
Me per se me catch yawofo no more abontin say like although nye about
Religion, Christians.
religions. If the man was a parent ni bi I was almost steady be man na oni ne kwatina so yeah papa and I say onye obi wo ni suban be maybe wo be pretend.
It's not about religion.
It's not about religion. It's about the character.
The character. Thank you.
The man, if they don't see the good character, suban papa obe manimo like
Yeah.
yeah.
So you're saying our parents should stop looking at religion.
They should
They should start looking at character,
Yes.
not religion. It's nice having you here on the first podcast, Ikea.
Thank you.
You're such a lovely lady. And I'd love to have you here again so we can have conversations with you because you have a lot of ideas. You're a worker and also in a relationship. And you're a Christian who is in a relationship with a Muslim. So you have a lot of experience that our audience out there would love to hear from you and also know how this Muslim person is treating you in that relationship. But to me, I can say you're being treated well. That's why you have so much, what do they call it? That's why you keep giggling. When I mention it, you keep giggling because I know you've been treated well there. And may the Lord be with him.
Amen.
May the Lord bless him.
Amen.
May the Lord continue to empower him.
Amen.
And may the Lord continue to give him patience to be able to continue to care for you and treat you like the way a lady has to be treated. This is not about religion here. Thanks for coming today. We appreciate you.
Okay.
Yeah, your coffee now.